was right. The trip to the...
We're at the television factory.
What?
Where they mass-produce TV shows.
What? Mitch, do you know what that's called?
A TV station?
There you go. Hi everyone, I'm Matt.
And I'm Mitch.
And we're the least fancy.
And we are back in persona! Where do I sleep?
Try training.
I can't. Literally, I checked this before we started. Everybody slept today. Fact. Everybody slept.
You're all really sleepy.
Your X button is really loud.
It's because I slam on it real hard.
Yeah, you slam that button.
It's the jump button in 90% of games. What am I supposed to do?
Not in Dark Souls.
That hasn't stopped me yet. All that means is that the circle button will also be worn out.
Oh, that's true. Mr. Akechi's coming on. That was really loud. Oh, it's this guy. It's the boy.
It's the boy.
I forgot what adjective we had on him.
Cutting back from commercial.
5 seconds till start. 4.
And now,
Hottest
meet and greet segment of our show. Can we remember what this guy's name is, please? Goro Akechi, that's right.
Why are Japanese talk shows like this?
Are you saying that American talk shows are not?
Have you seen, like, Colbert, or...
Imagine, like, you know, any local news channel, it's, you know, the intro stuff where they introduce all of the staff members, except that is playing for the entire duration of the show in the background. That's what this is like.
Moving along.
They're really weird. Everyone turns toward the cameras and smiles that they just saw someone they really liked.
Right. Oh, there's the guy who pays me.
Yes, that would be a...
What did you just mumble?
What is he talking about? So...
Oh, no. So, Akechi, this young
He's a detective.
is onto us. Allow me to smoke a blunt for just a second.
What do you think of these justice-oriented phantom thieves?
If they truly are heroes of justice, I sincerely...
Oh, cool. He wants us to exist so that he can capture and detain us. Because that's what the Fed wants.
It may not seem like it, but I sometimes wish that Santa Claus actually existed. Oh man, that voice is really not good for him.
No, you're like...
This guy,
He
look,
smokes 8 packs a day.
Look, here's the thing. That guy...
Although if he did...
...is like a
I'd have to arrest him for
levels of
breaking and
trap.
entering. What?
You
Is
heard
he?
me.
Really?
I mean, he's not dressed like it, but that doesn't disregard the pretty boy aesthetic.
Pretty boy
So,
aesthetic.
I think you need to voice him.
I do not sound like a pretty boy. I do not look like a pretty boy. I am not a pretty boy.
I believe they should...
If they are real. Oh!
Yeah.
What do you know? The detective of the heist story wants to capture the thieves of the heist story.
Right.
It's almost like all of my favorite tropes have come to life and and personified themselves in a video game.
There was this anime called Milky Holmes.
That sounds suspicious.
It was about 4 girls who are all like the spiritual reincarnations of famous detectives.
Okay.
I don't remember anything else about it. It was a silly show.
It sounds like it was an ecchi.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't.
I don't believe you. Not with a name like that.
It's... I can't defend it because I don't know how the name was invented for that show, but it was not ecchi at all.
Taking the law into their own hands by judging. I'm just gonna give him the most deep voice I possibly can. To make it as off-putting as possible.
More importantly, you should never forcefully change a person's heart. Is that good? Is that a good one?
Oh, your voice? Yes.
Yar.
What he said, he also may have a point.
He has a point, according to Cheerful Host. the most reliable name in television.
What does them calling themselves the Phantom Thieves have to do with the point?
The point is that we're thieves.
You're right about never forcefully changing a person's heart. The fact that they're named the Phantom Thieves relates to this somehow. That sentence made no sense.
They steal ghosts.
Sure.
If that were the case, I'd summarize it into a report as a school project.
Okay. So he's saying if for some reason the Phantom Thieves aren't real, I'm going to pretend that I totally didn't have a huge interest in them.
And if they are real, I will bring them to justice because they're essentially brainwashing people, right?
First, please
Yeah, I guess.
if you think the Phantom
So,
Thieves exist,
press your button now if you think the Phantom Thieves exist. Please say there's like a QuickTime event button prompt.
Of course they do.
The only one in the entire game.
Right. Reaction command.
Also, Ryuji,
Oh.
shut the fuck up!
Yeah, Ryuji's definitely gonna get us into trouble.
It's higher than I was expecting.
I'm a bit surprised. That's higher than I was. What, 30%?
30% is higher than I was expecting. Bitch, I ain't been going to Mementos exactly twice this whole playthrough for nothing.
I'd love to hear some more detailed opinions on the Phantom Thieves action.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, I should stop mumbling.
Uh-oh. You there,
I wonder.
one of the blondes!
One of the two!
hypothetically speaking, what are
What are your thoughts on these Phantom Thieves, if they were real? They are justice itself!
Okay,
Wow.
don't be...
Oh, come on, I can be a little bit extra. They're
You.
necessary to do more than the cops.
That's pretty extra.
No, they do more than the cops is really extra. Their justice itself is like chuny extra. Their necessary is just like, dude,
Neutral.
shut up.
Yeah, like, I generically disagree with you.
I'm gonna go with chuny extra.
Oh my god.
Such firmness.
Say it with
Say
such
such
firmness. I'm very firm.
This completely
But
goes
gentle.
against the opinion you had about them being tried by law, Ketchi-kun, says the host. I didn't notice.
I didn't even realize the whole point of that dialogue choice was just to put him in a tough position.
In that
Oh, yeah.
Although this is very much a Death Note type of thing going on here.
Where-
He even looks like L.
Does he?
Yes.
I gotta be honest, I didn't make it far
he
enough
actually
to-
looks a lot more like Light Yagami instead of L.
Okay.
I look more like L. I'm trying to remember the fucking characters of this show that I haven't watched in years.
For example, your friend if his heart.
I watched the live-action version on
I
Netflix.
think it was.
Why? Did you?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
First off, watch the
I
anime.
wanted to get through the story without having to sit through innumerable hours of a show that I didn't find that interesting. Because I wasn't into the whole... Because my emo phase would have been 10 years ago.
Right.
Not now. So,
But it's not about being emo, though. It's about the
Yes, it is.
suspense.
Yes,
No.
it is.
No. It is not. There's a lot of that aesthetic there, but it's
Thieves' action.
it's about, you know who the bad guy is, you know who the good guy is. You want to figure out how the good guy catches the bad guy.
Right, the bad guy is the main character.
Right. But that was like one of the first times that in my lifetime that anime had done that.
It's been a while since I've seen one like that. The last show... I tend
Overlord,
not... No. House of Cards.
House of Cards. Okay. All right. I know nothing about House of Cards, but I know it's like political in nature, right?
Yeah, the main character is basically a guy who cheats, lies, murders, and
Crimes
corrupt
are actually
politicians his way into the presidency.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
But he's actually, like, really good at it.
He's
opposed
good
to-
at being a president.
No. Well, I mean,
Or
I don't
good
know.
at subterfuge.
No, he's good at the villainy thing to become
Oh.
president.
Okay.
Unlike some people who just bumble into it blindly.
Don't go there.
It's too...
Don't go there.
It's too late! It's too late! By the time this comes out, he probably won't be president anymore anyway.
Oh, that's not true. That's not
It is only if
You have a very...
such a power exists.
you have a very,
Be ignored.
optimistic view of how long it's going to take for this episode to come out.
true. Well, now that I am editing these again, I can actually tell you that the schedule means this will probably be like, probably spring, if I had to guess that this will come out.
I don't know. We might take the house in November. Anyway, hit log for a second, because I want to see what he's saying this in response to.
You.
You know,
He said
you're
he's
absolutely
right.
What seem to be ordinary crimes are actually being perpetrated.
He's
by
accusing
these
us of being able to commit crimes through the whole mental inception type of deal rather than overtly.
Okay. So he's saying if someone could brainwash someone into confessing their crimes, they could also brainwash them into committing crimes for them.
Yes.
The existence
Which
of the Phantom Thief.
is fair.
That's a reasonable concern if this game was remotely realistic.
I mean, but it is a concern that he has.
Yeah.
To help sort out
But also it's more that, like, it's one of those things where it's the hero's ability
Like what he was saying.
to only do good, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, maybe if, like, we targeted the wrong person or did something really fucked up, then that would be one thing. But we're the heroes. We're only ever going to target the bad people.
Do you think it's for real?
Or so we think. You know, at some point, when do we stop thinking? You know, when do we cross the line to, you know, targeting anyone who goes against us? That is actually a central plot element of Death Note.
You know, and
He can say whatever he wants.
And we've been I mean, we haven't seen the next target yet, but we've been escalating targets each time. First it was
just a teacher at our school.
then it was
Then it
a
was just
corrupt artist
some
who had nothing
artist.
yeah, you know,
That
we
had
knew
to
nothing
do with.
about, but we ran into him and we learned about it.
Uh-oh,
And I don't
we
think-
just got a leak.
And I don't think we have the third target yet, right?
No, we do not know anything about a third target.
Okay.
Oh, it's you.
Ah!
I wish I knew what the adjective was before, so I
I-
could just keep calling him that.
We're just gonna call him boy.
No, he's a catchy.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'll keep calling him boy. He looks like boy.
Cannot occur without both thesis and antithesis.
Who?
Who?
To paraphrase someone,
Hegel.
Hegel, advancement cannot a third.
What I mean
I
is
swear, guys, I've
meaningful.
voice acted before. I have.
Hegel.
As freely as you did earlier.
Hegel. So willing to speak their minds as freely as you did earlier.
Well, you know me. I'm a free spirit.
Amusingly young.
Adults are only interested in using the young, while they simply do as the adults say.
I feel like our discussion.
I feel like our discussions could prove quite fruitful.
Would you
Would you mind talking with me again?
Sorry, no. I've got class to attend.
No, Mitch. You need to do the romance everyone route.
You want me to romance boy?
I mean, if the entire fandom of this game is anything to go by, yes.
Does the entire fandom ship these two?
Yes.
Fine by me.
It makes me glad to hear that.
Oh. I look forward to seeing you again. I bet.
Well then. See ya! He doesn't even end the conversation. Shepherd.
Rex.
Shepherd.
Rex.
Shepherd.
Rex.
We have totally the wrong voices.
Yeah, I know. It's switched. It makes it confusing.
There's probably a lot we can learn from him, though.
Oh my god, Shepherd.
Probably a lot we can learn from him, though.
Yeah,
Seems
but...
Detective Akechi has taken a liking to me.
Alright, I ship it. No. You're gonna need to do more than
Oh
that
no!
game.
Oh no! We're getting interrogated about the boy.
Oh no! She's gonna find out about my strange crush for this boy that I've known for 12 seconds that the entire fandom has assigned to me.
That I disagree with on a fundamental level. Philosophically.
The only logical
The only logical explanation is that someone in the police has ties to the Phantom Thieves.
Wait, he joins us? He defects?
explain your
Explain yourself.
I don't have to explain shit. I'm a phantom thief.
vow. It shall become the wings with the birth.
Justice persona.
Justice.
That's a little too on the nose.
There's,
La Justice.
there's only like 12 arcana. Everyone has to be something.
I know.
I would have expected her to be Justice, though. Like the interrogation lady.
Maybe she is. Maybe there's two Justice.
That would be a twist.
Is interrogation lady even a confidant?
I don't know.
It doesn't seem like she would
I-
be, considering that we're captured and she's interrogating us.
Can't stand that high and mighty attitude. Come on, Sakano, let's go. I love that you actually chose a semi-Japanese name for this.
Yeah, that worked out pretty well. I don't remember if that was something intentional or if you just told me, like, pick a name. I think you told me to pick a name that sounds like it would fit the setting.
I was actually trying to tell you just not to pick, like...
Mitch.
No, I was just...
Moviv.
No, yeah, I was just trying you to not put a gamer tag in there. That's all.
I wasn't planning to. I have good naming sense.
Or, like, ass eaters or something.
Damn it, I could have made his name Ass Eater.
That a catchy bastard thinking about what he said is just pissing me off again.
He clearly tried to discredit everything we're doing.
And he just had to say it on live TV, too.
What a jerk!
Don't be so sour.
I can't believe
There
that you're
are,
being such a prick.
There are, without a doubt, people we have saved. Those people could not have been saved if not for the heroics of the Phantom Thieves. I am living proof of that.
He's got, like, a barely posh accent.
Anyway, what a nice thing to say.
Anyway...
I did that thing where you think you know what a word is because you see the first and last letter, but I was wrong.
You're like, oh, it really was fire truck.
What?
Fuck.
Oh. Just because they're criminal? Yes! We are fan... okay, hold on. In answer to Anne's question there, is it really okay to be doing this to people just because they're criminals?
Yes.
Yes.
He's a detective. He works with the police.
No, what we're doing. The Phantom
what we're
Thief.
doing? Be doing this to people? Okay, the this was very, like, vague.
This is the Phantom Thieves
The Phantom
thing.
Thieves thing? I mean... It's...
Yes.
It is vigilantism. That is a fact.
Yes, but we collect evidence before we do it. Just because it's not reviewed by a court of peers does not necessarily mean that we don't know for a fact that the people we're targeting are criminals.
That does still mean we're doing it unlawfully.
Correct. But that's because we're bypassing a system that has failed to accurately detect and punish those who are committing crimes. It means that the system needs fixing, not necessarily that we're doing anything wrong.
So, are we being selfish? Akechi makes my heart throb.
Makes me so mad! That's exactly what someone with a crush would say.
Does it? Is it?
No, I don't know.
I don't think I've ever said that about someone I've had a crush on.
No, I've always thought that like, oh, they'll tease you and whatever if they have a crush on you thing is bullshit.
Yeah, I think my only familiarity with that is, like, Hey Arnold, when Helga was just a piece of shit to Arnold forever, but, like, she gets better about it later on.
I never liked that show anyway.
Really?
Yeah,
God.
I didn't like the Rugrats either.
Rugrats is fine to dislike, but...
It's the art style, right? It's super fucking creepy when you're that age.
I was okay with the art style.
Really?
It was weird, but I was okay with it.
It always gave me nightmares, to be completely honest with you.
Well, to be fair, some of the episodes of Rugrats were just plain nightmarish.
Oh, okay.
Like, literally
You ever
anything involving a clown.
You ever heard the theory that they're all dead?
I've not heard that. Oh, is that not an actual theory and you're
It
just
is.
like...
No, it is. It's like a fan theory that all of the babies are, like, dead or they got miscarried or something.
What
and
the How do you even come up with that theory?
It's the fact that they're like, look, the parents don't pay attention to them, or they're hallucinating or something. I don't know.
The parents do pay attention to them, though. They're just not always constantly supervised, because this was, like, 30 years ago.
If you want, I can go look up, like, some thread where they'll describe it.
God, please no. I don't need to have that in my life.
I see.
And it seems like An is very, very bothered by Akechi's opinions.
He has some points.
So,
God, I'm furious.
are you also
Hold
crushing on
no.
Akechi?
No, I gotta give him a really nerdy voice. You heard what Akechi said, right, Tsushima?
Oh my god.
How dare he declare the Phantom Thieves are criminals? As the administrator of the Phantom Aficionado website, I can't stay quiet about this.
God, please stay quiet.
I'm going to show Akechi how people online really feel.
They really feel gay. if there's anything that we've just been talking about.
I'll change up the survey question tomorrow morning. Justice is with the Phantom Thieves. Keep on doing what you do best.
I feel like we're overreacting.
I would tend to agree. Like, it's one guy. Like, why should we care?
Right.
But because this is anime,
Yeah.
the
And this is clearly
the
the
clear-
like antithesis to us.
exactly the antithesis to us has declared
That's
us
the pronunciation.
unjust. Yes.
And
How did you-
antithesis.
No, it's antithesis. You fucking swine.
I am totally fine with being a swine on that one. I was wrong. Sometimes the language just leaves me.
By the way, you know that dirty gear? Oh,
Dirty gear, yeah.
I think we wait.
Didn't I already wash the gear? Do I have more gear?
I think he's telling you to go visit the thing, and do it now.
But do I even... I don't think I have anything. I have media.
Woo.
But
Where would it be? Key items, essentials? No.
I think it was in Essentials before.
No, that's other stuff. Treasure? No. Materials? No. Skill cards, items, and tools. Maybe it's in there.
Nope.
Huh.
So I don't know.
I guess you already washed all your stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I know that we've used the laundromat before.
Can you use tonight? Can you like go places?
Use? Yes, I can.
Hooray!
I can use, and I can also stop using whenever I want.
I'm sure. We'll check to see if you have something.
Yeah. Wash up to 4 items. Oh, I do have
You
soiled
do have
armor.
one.
I have one
Do
item.
you want to spend a time slot on this?
I don't see why not. I've got nothing else going on tonight, right?
What day is it? Friday.
Friday. I don't think
Check
I've...
the hot bath.
That's
thing.
not going to be... It's Mondays, isn't it? Or when it's raining or something like that?
Okay, no, it's not the special
I'll
one.
pass.
I'll pass.
No, I think it was Mondays.
Before you do that,
God damn it!
Sorry.
I'm gonna do it.
fine. You could have checked the vending machine for SP items.
It'll be fine. My armor is more important.
This had better be like some kick-ass armor.
It better be like a full plate armor, for some reason.
Have we unlocked Kawakami as a confidant yet?
Yes, but we have not progressed her at all.
All right, we need to get on that.
Like, we know that she is the maid.
We need to get on that.
I think I have her number. Guard bandana.
Let's head back.
Meow.
What was it? Oh, it's for him. He's the only one that wears bandanas.
Oh, really? That's lame. So there's apparently 30% belief in the Phantom Thieves, even though there's only 17% of the Phantom
Well, he
Thieves.
said he was going to change the question tonight. So what does it say after this?
It's probably going to be, are the Phantom Thieves, like, just, or something like that.
Seriously?
Wow. Just by Akechi saying that those couple little things, now everyone's like, yeah, are the Phantom Thieves just? Wow. I was spot on.
No, you said that, and I was like, Did you get spoiled?
No, I had no idea.
Are you sure?
Like,
'Cause
that's the way that I would phrase it if I was a pretentious tool, which I am.
Really? Because I was trying to voice Mishima as a complete fucking nerd.
What about it?
Not a...
Well, no, I wasn't saying Mishima is a pretentious tool. I'm saying the aesthetic of this game is that if they try to make anything, like, on point intentionally, it's going to come off as being pretentious.
Oh, I see.
In, like, that artsy way. Like, I've
I
told
love
you
how-
before, I have plaid pants.
I love how everyone is talking about that one TV interview with the high school detective about the Phantom Thieves thing. The
Yeah.
one thing, the one issue I have with games like this is that isn't anything else happening in the world?
Well, there were other things happening in the world, but they, in hindsight, all served to introduce, like, other game mechanics.
I'm just wondering why everything in the entire world relates back to these guys. Like, why hasn't there been coverage of some train accident somewhere? Or, like, I don't know, a corrupt politician that we don't know anything about doing stuff? Or, I don't know, like the cool new Marvel movie that came out this summer.
Well, they can't talk about Marvel movies, first off.
Well,
Also,
sure, but
in
you know what
games
I mean.
like this, entertainment media never has any, like, major impact enough to be, like, always talked about or anything like that. Like, no one's watching Kamen Rider in here or anything.
I feel like that's a hole in a lot of media, actually. I feel like it would feel more real if, like, people had interests outside of whatever the show is about.
Like, if within this piece of media there were, like,
Enjoying,
overarching franchises within their world.
not like super detailed or anything, but if someone like just mentioned watching it or something,
Right.
or talked about it in a casual kind of way while non-mission specific stuff was going on,
Right.
it would go a long way to making the world feel more real, you know?
Yeah. But there's also the, conservation of detail. That if you just add in a whole bunch of stuff that's not related at all, it's going to be misleading. That,
That's fair, because everyone thinks that everything is Chekhov's gun.
Yes.
If you bring it up now, it must be important later. And that's true of any story. If you talk about something, but it ends up playing no part in anything, then why did you bring it up?
Right, there's a very fine line between fleshing out the world and overdoing it.
Very true. And that's been our story design corner.
Because both Matt and I have done writing.
Have you done writing?
I
I do a lot of writing.
don't do a lot of writing, but I do write occasionally.
Very cool.
Not usually anything that gets out, though, because it's just stuff that I know nobody cares about.
You can send it to me anytime. Is it fan fiction?
I just remembered.
Fuck, it is! Okay! Going to fanfiction.net right now.
I definitely do
Mo
not
Vip.
have an account on fanfiction.net.
Going to archiveofurown.net.
I don't there either.
Where on earth would you post fanfiction if not in
I just said I don't.
Oh, you don't even post it. You just write it for yourself. Okay. I'm gonna go to Mitch's house and steal his computer after that.
Matt, my computer is right in front of you, like 5 feet away.
Alright, guys, give me 2 minutes. I'm just gonna...
You just have to knock me out, hide my computer somewhere, and then just wait for me to sue you. Or pursue some sort of, get you arrested for knocking me out and stealing my computer.
It's okay, guys. We'll get there.
Which...
We'll get there. I'll post it in the description.
Oh, it's even worse about that, though, is that I wouldn't be able to use this video as evidence.
Why?
Because it would be on my stolen computer. I'd have to find the computer first in order to get the evidence, and at that point, I have the computer. What's the problem now?
Hold on.
Also, I was editing today, Persona 5, actually. It was the video where Yusuke joined the party. And we got his nickname, and we were joking about how they thought about calling him Kitsune at first, but then they decided on Fox, but we know that those are the same thing. I found on the Persona Wikia page that in the Japanese version, Yusuke's codename is Fox, like loan word fokusu.
Oh, so instead of calling him the Japanese word for fox, they just
Right.
gave him the English word for fox.
Yes. And that means that scene actually played out exactly that way in Japanese.
Yeah, so actually we weren't missing anything. Okay.
Right, but it sounds really weird in our language because...
Well, it also sounds really weird because of the context, right? Because he rejected Kitsune,
Right.
but then, oh yeah, Foxu, that sounds fun. But it's the same thing in our...
Right, but in Japanese, English sounds cool, so they're gonna be like, yeah, that's nice and rebellious.
Oh, sure, okay.